Sentencing coming up, but it's just got pushed back again. What is the reason for this? We're gonna try to spill right into it, so I need y'all to buckle up. Then the second part of this segment, famous Crip rapper out of Brooklyn, known for his viral remixing songs and then making them Crip anthems. His brother gets locked up for a $148,000 robbery out of K Jewelers. We here to talk about it, so get your popcorn ready, cause it's gonna be a show. 050 is the movement. K Flop, and what's to come from his next sentence date? And Quan, aka Freaky, locked up again after just being released and being on parole. This one might hurt them, but it's the real truth. So we gonna get right into it. Salute. What's the word? It's your boy Kha.Reality. I'm back with another one, repping that 050 the movement. I hope you've been enjoying the latest content, the movement that keeps moving. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to the page, like, sharing. You know, we just giving information. If you haven't been subscribed, like 76% of y'all, make sure y'all subscribe. So let's tap right into the story. Anybody that's familiar with Brooklyn and the drill scene, they know this guy right here. PoppaDaDon, one of the original Chos from Sally's, Brooklyn. Yeah, known for remixing a bunch of Crip anthems and making them lit. Tens of millions of views from songs like Cuz Walk to Gummo Crippy. Featured with a bunch of different artists all over the country. He has made his mark on the New York scene when it comes to gangbanging music. And today, we got some, terrifying news. Not really terrifying, but some unfortunate news. That's, a part of, his reality. So we here to talk about it. Might hit home a little bit, because, I grew up with these guys. But, his brother, Freaky, Jaquan Williams. 2 men arrested, accused of stealing nearly $150,000 worth of jewelry. According to Nassau County Police, the robbery took place September 18th at the K's Jeweler location on Green Acres Road. Alonzo Simpson, 40, and Jaquan Williams, 28, entered the store, and when the employee asked, matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all hear it.
Nassau County Police about 3 weeks to conduct this investigation, but both men, they say, that were behind the really frightening incident here at Green Acres Mall are in custody this morning. Nassau County Police say 40-year-old Alonzo Simpson and 28-year-old Jaquan Williams went into K Jewelers here at the mall around 8 o'clock on Thursday, September 18th, less than an hour before the mall was scheduled to close for the night. Detectives said the pair asked a 25-year-old female employee to look at a necklace. But when she opened up the display case, one of the men took out a gun. The police say the victim feared for her life, so she complied as the two men grabbed several pieces of jewelry and ran off with about $150,000 worth of items. Both suspects, who live in Brooklyn, are charged with 2 counts of second-degree robbery, first-degree robbery, and second-degree grand larceny. People who live here near the mall say, for the most part, they feel like things, security and everything else is well controlled here at the mall.
Yeah, I feel safe over here. Nothing really happened over here. So this is the first time hearing this, honestly.
Obviously, a very long and thorough investigation there by Nassau County Police. They actually arrested Simpson a week ago today. He was arraigned last Thursday. Nassau County Police arrested Williams yesterday, they tell me. He's scheduled to face a judge later on today. Of course, we'll have an update from court as soon as
Now, PoppaDaDon has something to say about, his brother's situation. People might have thought it was like trying to be funny, but that's the best way he knew how to describe it. Salute.
He don't got the functioning brain that we got. We would take real medicine.
He was just saying that Freaky ain't got it all the way upstairs. Maybe because he was on parole, maybe because he just came home. You never know, but you never know somebody's situation. I see a bunch of people clowning people in the comment section, but I've been there with nowhere to turn to, thinking this is the next lick. You might have a bump man for some gold or whatever you trying to take. It's just the sad reality of the situation. No matter what, you never know what nobody going through. But But you can use this as an example. If you see things getting tight, go the other way. One split second could cost you decades of, years in prison. And these dudes, they come from families of, dudes that's been locked up for jewelry stores, all that. If you know, you know. But like I said, it's just a sad situation, and we don't make the news. We just break the news. So with that, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think. Put in the comments section. And now we're going to talk about Mr. Flocka, K-Flock, the one and only K-Roy, convicted of, the RICO. He beat the body when it came to Oscar Hernandez. It was a crazy trial. We covered it. It made national headlines all over, CNN, everywhere. He was defending himself, and he caught the body, and it led to people even making TikToks, reenacting, the outfit that K-Flock had on. Court documents were saying that he was, telling his boys to spin RPT, and, a lot of stuff came from him being in jail, like his sentencing date coming up. But within that, the girl Shawnee Bonnie, the rapper, she testified on his behalf. And then after that, she got caught, I'm gonna say allegedly because she ain't get convicted yet, but they had indicted her for making false statements under oath. And a lot of people thought this would mess with his sentence. So Inner City Press said this.
People have been asking, so I'll say, K-Flock, Kevin Perez, drill rapper, convicted at trial. His sentencing has been pushed back to December 16th. And they said no more extensions, so that probably will be the day, and we will cover it, no question.
Yeah, man, according to court documents by Complex, New York rappers, attorney Michael Ashley requested a 60-day adjournment. He explained that Flock and his legal team haven't been able to obtain certain materials needed to submit to the court in order for Flock to be properly sentenced. The judge subsequently granted the request on September 30th, with Flock's original sentencing date moved from October 16th to December 16th. The defense should expect no further adjournments, Judge Lewis Lyman wrote. In March, he was found guilty to RICO against him in his alleged gang side, while Flock was acquitted on all charges of murder, aid of racketeering. He was found guilty of several other charges, including racketeering conspiracy, use of a firearm resulting in death, attempted murder, and assault with a dangerous weapon, and aid of racketeering, and the use of a firearm for attempted murder and assault with a dangerous weapon. So that's basically, people want to know why. A lot of people was thinking that it had something to do with Shawnee Bonnie getting, locked up for the perjury and all that, but we don't know, man. It's all up to the judge. You see what K-Flock said before, they're gonna take into consideration that he did beat the it wasn't the top charge, because the top charge was the RICO. That's the top charge. A lot of people were saying he beat the body, and then it was so much, man. Y'all could go back and tune in. Academics done pulled it up. Flocko, everybody done talked about this. This was everywhere.
You said how I feel about the Young Thugger shit?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think Young Thug a real nigga, bro. I don't think what I'm saying? I don't think he snitched, bro.
Oh, you my man. Don't do that, bro. You my man. Don't do that.
What? But how you feel? How you feel?
Listen, big boy. If you ever get locked up, I'm not saying cop sucking dick. You always say you got the right to remain silent. I better never ever see you in that interrogation room. My mother.
Wait, who, me?
Don't ever be in that interrogation. Nobody. Don't ever listen. Being in that interrogation room is no good.
It's not no good. Wait, so how you feel about the situation, though?
You do bad.
I ain't gonna lie, though, okay? I ain't gonna lie, okay? That's King Slime right there, okay? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's Young Thugger right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck about that, nigga. Fuck your Thugger, nigga. I'm a real gangster, nigga. We're never gonna catch me in interrogation room, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
And as y'all can see, he's still standing on what he believe in. You know what I mean? He just Young Thug right there. That was the last we heard of him. But like I said, man, he was found guilty of the RICO. And it's just a little, it's an unfortunate situation as well, because like people don't know, but he's still looking at life, man. So hopefully he got God on his side. Hopefully he got the judge on his side. At the end of the day, it say God on your side, but it's up to that judge. When you in that courtroom, it's in God we trust, and the judge is right under him. So you could believe in your faith all you want, and I'm not somebody that doesn't believe in any faith or anything, but we know what it is. So put it in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. What's gonna happen with Flock at this sentencing, and what do y'all think about the kid Quan getting locked up for the jewelry store? Salute.
Kha.realityTV, AHA.
Yeah, that's the one. That page is a movie. This nigga is covering all New York street activity, and it is a movie.
Listen, man, big shout out, man, to Kha.realityTV, man.
Hey, Kha.reality.
If you know him, you know he was really was on that.